up, y'all? It is your girl Franny. You can find me on IG at something about Fran underscore in the front. We here to get down with it. What's up?
Hey y'all, it's T. You can find me on Instagram at stylish T. I'm ready to talk.
Yo, 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 what's going on? It's Black Magic Flow. You can find me at Black Magic Flow VA. Better talk some relationships. We better get into it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Your my name Cam Jones. You can find me on Instagram at either there goes Cam Jones or it's Cam Jones. I can't remember, but yeah, let's get into it.
Talk that talk.
First question is: would you rather date somebody that's clingy or distant?
Mm.
We can't say both on.
Well, talk to me. If,
I
if it's both on.
I really feel like I would rather date a person who has an even balance. The reason why I say that is because you don't want to be up on a person 24/7 because they'll get tiring after a while. So I really feel like we be in each other's skin when we want to be, but we also go out and do our own thing because they'll keep the individuality, which also helps people to grow. So when you come together, you have more to talk about.
Okay. But if you had to pick one, if you had to like, if it's gonna be one or the other, like, okay, they're gonna be either a little bit too clingy or a little bit too distant. Which one would you prefer?
Clingy.
A little bit too clingy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clingy.
Clingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say clingy because, you know, not too clingy,
Right.
but I just, reassurance, make me feel like you love me, you want to always be around me type thing. But when it's time to go,
Right.
it's okay. We got to have time to miss each other.
Yeah, that's the key. I think that's what she was saying with the balance aspect. Yeah, everybody want to say clingy because you want to, like you said, that reassurance, but the balance is definitely essential. So when you
Yeah.
come back, it's more to talk about, more to discuss, and you can see, like you said, the growth and when you're apart. So
Uh, no, I mean yeah, for sure they all hit the points. Just like Shorty over there. If I could balance the two, I mean, I'd rather date somebody that's distant that become a little bit clingy over time, you know. But yeah, just give us time to miss each other. Give us time to live our life. So when we do come together, we have stories to tell, experiences to share, and all like that. Because if you're around each other 24/7, you get bored, you get stagnant. It's not nothing really to share or anything like that. But yeah,
So when you say distant, how distant you saying though? Like you just want to be like, all right, I hit you twice a week or what?
no, I mean distance in the terms of like I'm the type of person that I try to only text for utility purposes. You know what I'm saying? We texting to hang out. We might check in, see how each other day going, but we don't gotta talk 24/7. We don't
Right.
gotta.
So you
You're
text
not
with a
texting
purpose.
good morning or nothing
I
like
mean,
that.
you can, yeah, but it's not like, oh, I didn't say good morning today, so now she mad at me, or I didn't say
Okay,
good morning, so
gotcha.
now we off all day or stuff. You know what I'm saying? That don't bother me, you know.
I want a good morning text
I'm
I feel like a good
every
morning
day.
text and like a night text, something like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
But like
that's
having
right.
full blown conversations via text, I understand what you're saying with the utility aspect. Is like, hey, we about to do this. We about to get into this. When you want to meet up, that's cool. But other than that, we grown. We all got obligations. We paying bills, and we got to do things and talk to our family stuff like that. So you can't get mad at somebody if they forgot. If they forgot.
I mean, if you don't do the good morning, I at least gotta have something about lunch though. It gotta be like, hey, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Are you okay? What's up? How your day going? Something. Like if you're just gonna go the whole day and I only hearing
That's
that you're at
weird.
7, it is weird. Like
That's
so I
so
ain't on your
weird.
mind all day, like what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know that you off. Not trying to like
He's
tell
talking
you
about
no, no,
especially if I know that you
You got off at
are.
5 o'clock.
no. All I know because
Stop, 8
you know
o'clock.
something.
Tight.
No, be for real though, because it's like you can literally go that long without even saying hi. You feel me? Like you're not gonna say nothing, and then at 7 o'clock, oh, what's up with it? What? No.
So I guess my question to y'all would be: this is something I have grown over time. Does the level of how much we talk, does that tell you how much I'm interested into you? Like the more we text all day, the more I'm bugging. I won't say bugging, but the more I'm hitting your line, does that show or he's more interested, this, that, and the third, versus the person that like rarely texts you or just texts you good morning, hey, how you doing?
Yes, you.
Vers-
I feel like you're thinking about me. If you're constantly texting me, or checking up on me, you don't have to do it like all day.
Right.
But if we're getting to know each other, why not check in? You know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you tell me that you're one of the people who you're not a texter, then I wouldn't get offended because you let
Talk.
me know off rip. So it's kind of why you laughing? I'm being for real because some people really don't like communicating like that. Like you said, they'll text with a purpose. But if you come off from gate making it seem like you are, and then you go into your regular self, that's a shift, and you're gonna be like, "What's up?" When you just could have been honest from the gate. So communication is key.
Very key.
So you have y'all heard of like the imposter syndrome or like the imposter phase where it's like that first three or what did you I'm calling it the wrong thing, but basically for the first 3 months what did
You
The
showing your
honeymoon
best face
phase.
type.
yeah
Yeah, the honeymoon phase.
yeah basically yes
Yeah.
Essentially.
to where like so for the first like let's say 3 months or however long it's like you the best they put on their best suit but as you get comfortable you start to really see that real person so like early on is there like a sweet spot for how often y'all should be really like seeing each other being involved or should you like kind of try to get it all out the way as much as possible or how do y'all feel about that
I say less is best. And I'm gonna say that because not just because it gives you time to miss each other, but it's just I feel that when you start to take things for granted and you don't appreciate the person as much as you would have. This obviously is gonna go more down the line, not initially, but when down the line you start to like you get complacent, you just be like, you expect to see them. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to really get that show that love because they feel that you're not paying attention to them because you just go home, play the game, play Call of Duty, or the case may be, stuff like that. So I definitely want to say less is best. I feel like a sweet spot, realistically, I want to say once or twice a week. Once or twice a week. Yeah,
see
once or
each
twice a week. Yeah, and no more than that. Because the balance aspect, you got to balance it.
I feel like people shouldn't even put on the mask in the beginning. I
Mm.
want to know what I'm walking to straight off rip.
But I mean, come on, like if you meet a real
People
fine
do it.
dude
People
that you
do it.
really like, you know you're gonna kind of sweeten it up a little bit
I
extra.
mean,
you
yeah,
know?
I'm not saying you just need to drop out and give out everything, but it's like doing that fake phase, like, please spare me. We are grown. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand what I one thing I don't like is how dudes are ask you what you like just to be that. No, show me. That's why I don't tell people that. I want to know who you are off rip. Then I'll let you know as we're going if I like certain things, if I don't, or I want to ask questions about it. But you got to understand you're giving someone a falsified person in the beginning. That's a mask. You asking me to fall in love with the Phantom or to fall in love with Clark Kent whole time is Superman. No. For real though, like real talk, because if you coming in showing one thing and then you like you said you fall into your regular self, what if it's a drastic change? You gonna really feel like you was lied to. I'm not saying put all your eggs out in the beginning, but at least let me know some of the realness. Like don't give me the glamour without the little bit of the grunt to it. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Basically, if you're a dickhead, be a dickhead.
Right.
Just be that. And
Incrementally,
Right.
steps. Hey,
Right.
this is what I'm about. This is my usual temperaments. I think people's moods is a big thing too, especially people. People have mental disorders. People have different situations going on, family life stuff like that. So you never know how they handle that and how they're gonna respond to you in a situation because they're feeling that at the moment. And you gotta like hold your tongue. Sometimes you'll pop off immediately without thinking. You know what I'm saying? That's a big, at least for me, because I know I personally I get mad. I'm real cool. I'm real calm. You know me, bro. I'm a real chill, calm person. But when I get mad, it's almost like I do switch a whole different person. And it's like night and day. But I gotta learn to keep that shit in check and just watch the temper. Sometimes you'll say things you don't mean for like you really don't mean the shit, but you say shit.
Are you really not meaning it, or you just don't mean to say it?
No, I genuinely don't mean it because I'm a very thorough person. I'm very like I meant it, but at the same time I didn't mean to say it.
So your intrusive thoughts got the best of you.
Yes.
how has dating changed from when you first started dating to now? What's up with Cam?
Right, cause he over there being quiet.
He pondering.
I don't know. I tell people this all the time. When I first started dating, like if you pictured any typical rom com movie, like that's how I thought dating would go. You know what I'm saying? You meet your sweetheart, y'all fall quickly in love. Something happens to where y'all might go y'all separate ways, but then life comes and adventure happens, and then like, oh, this is my one person. Y'all come back together, and then happily ever after. I think now I have more of a realistic eye type of dating. You know what I'm saying? It's a numbers game, I guess. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You can make up any reason why this person is the special somebody, but you just have to find somebody that fits most of your qualities. You're not gonna find somebody that fits all of them, and y'all try to go together, But that's how I look at it now.
What you think, Kira?
Well, now I'll be 30 soon. and I'm I'm dating like for a purpose now.
Right.
I didn't always date, for a purpose, but like when I say for a purpose, like I don't want to get like married, but I want to deal with somebody and that I can see us potentially working towards something.
Right.
Because I didn't, you know, been outside, I guess. So
Gotta have your time outside.
and now I'm just trying to, age gracefully with my person
I like that.
and build.
I'm kind of like a mix between Kira and Cam.
Okay.
Like I feel like I was once that girl who was like the Lulu off a gate. Like you know how girls like, oh, he is so fine, and just start thinking about so many things that y'all could do together. And now I just feel like now that I'm more mature and more grown and have been through a couple of things, it's like, can I deal with what I'm seeing? Like everyone has their black and their white. So my thing is, can I turn your black to gray or can we come to a middle part? But if I really feel like it's not gonna mesh, I feel like now I when I see them flags, I'm out at the gate. Yeah, I just for me, I'm also the person that's like with a purpose now because I've had little runs in of people who are jealous. Like some, when you get with somebody, you got to understand that if you're with somebody that is on their ish or got a little bit of emotion, you got to be able to know how to deal with that. And if you really can't deal with it, then you just not for me. I want to be able to be myself. I don't want to be who you think I should. So
Mhm.
once I found someone who could really take me for me and help me to grow, then I'm with it. Other than that, we could just be cool. You could be the homie, but that's about it. Yeah. I
Also,
like friends.
Yeah, for real.
Right.
I also feel like that's a problem with society nowadays. Not to a degree that because people always say I'm trying to date for marriage, I'm trying to date this and the third. Don't come my way if you're not trying to date this and the third. Girl, I don't know you from a can of paint. So I don't. When we first go out or when I first ask you out, it's basically just on attraction. I think you're cool people. This and the third. If things don't work out, we don't have to cut off, be ghosts, be strangers. Now we can still be friends. We can still
Right.
have that relationship. Nowadays, I just feel like people, if you slide in my DM and don't work out, then it's just like, fuck, get out my face. This and the third. It's no more just, oh, you can be the homie, you can be the homegirl, you can be the homeboy. You can have relationships outside of romantic relationships,
I
right?
agree.
Well, can I ask you a question, Cam? Do you think that social media messed that up for us?
I think so.
Uh, to the degree, but in my head, I'm the type of person that like social media brought like we was never supposed to see as many people as we see. We was never supposed to see as many beautiful people, as many options, quote unquote. So that's where I think the problem is. People think I have all these options now, and it's not that's not really the case. You know what I'm saying? But
You talking now?
because back in the day, you'd only have like your work circle, your friend circle. You might meet somebody from a friend, school, this, that, and the
Right.
third, and then that's when you meet the person. You're not looking at somebody all in California that I might be able to bag someone like that or this DC and then all like that. But yeah,
I agree.
What you think, Flo?
I off of that, as far as the social media, definitely like too many options sometimes can be a bad thing. I mean, think about when you ask your girl what she want to eat type. You just got DoorDash, got this, got rallies, Chick-fil-A, this. Sometimes that can overload the mind, and like you said, you get bombarded with people that you think will be a fit for you, but would they really be a fit for you just because you're attracted to them physically? And I think men do that more than women. They look at women more as like as a prize or a trophy type situation when they should be looking for who makes the most sense. Like, does this person integrate well with my family? Do they understand my principles, my morals, like what I'm trying to be, like my business aspect? Do they match your hustle? There's so many other factors that we don't consider because we're so superficial. And I think that's the issue. Social media just kind of put a wildfire on that and made it 10 times worse. Yeah, there's some benefits of social media for networking purposes and marketing, etc. But I feel that, in my opinion, as far as relationships go, it's more negative than good.
It's a lot of ego stroking going on.
Absolutely.
How has the other gender changed from your perspective?
Ooh.
Like, I'm interested to know, like, because you guys get to see, like, you all have DMs. I'm sure that you have quite a few people in them. And for you guys, like like you guys said, it's more options out there to where, oh wow, it's another fine woman where 20, 30 years ago you would have never met or seen this person before. So, let's start with you.
Man, I feel like not every man, but a lot of men now want to be princesses. I'm not with that. Like for real. Like Let me just say that I'm not saying that women shouldn't appreciate and respect the man. I really feel like they should. But a lot of things that I feel like some men, not all, are looking at it now. It's like, but why you ain't doing this to me? Why you ain't like really acting really femaleish? And I don't like that because it's like it's not even just that because a lot of women now are acting more mannish too. Like we are really taking on the role of being the dude. So I feel like they switched. And I get that because I feel like a lot of women have come in and if a man not gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, and they left little room for a man to even show you them that they are needed. So I feel like that's the whole thing of well, if she feel like she got it, I'm gonna sit back and just do my thing, which puts them in the feminine. Everyone has their masculine and their feminine, but I feel like it needs to be an even balance. Some guys, when you don't stroke their ego, they act like females. Like, oh, so you're not gonna say that I look good, or you're not impressed by my car, or you're not impressed by the money that I have. And all women don't always go for them things. They want to see who you are in the inside. And then when it comes to men, just because you see a woman who has her own car, has her own money, has a job, still doesn't mean that she may not want flowers. It still don't mean that she may want to go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? It may not mean that she doesn't want to cuddle every now and then to be in a place where she feel that she's safe. So I really feel like we both genders need to find their balance again because I feel like it's out of order.
Good point. Yeah. Male perspective.
I mean, I wouldn't say I want to be a princess or treat or anything. I just want to be mutual interest. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like nowadays, like you said, it's a generalized statement. Like most girls just think, or women, if they say, all they gotta do is say yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he asked me out. If I say yes, that's all I gotta show that I'm interested in this person. Like, nah, ask me out sometime. Say, make it known that you want to see me as much as I want to see you. That's all I want. Yeah, mutual interest.
The balance, like you said, or she was saying, to the balance of energies. Because definitely, I don't ask to be pampered, but it's just certain things, that you would like to see in your relationship. And you can have, what you expect and certain things that you won't let off on, but you got to make it make sense. It ain't got to be ludicrous saying, oh, you ain't pick me up, like, so the nigga ain't got a car, so I'm like, you ain't pick me up, or you didn't buy me this, like, that's out of pocket. And I've seen some extremes like that where people just try to take advantage of people. So again, you gotta, what are you there for? Why are you trying to be this person? Is it to use them, or is it because you actually want to be with them?
I do want to say something though, because I don't want people to feel like I'm bashing. Like that's just how I see things going. One thing I have noticed too, that women aren't afraid to trick out on the man, but she just want to feel like she can trust the tricking, if that makes sense. Like I'm not just going to give you something for you to take from me and then give it to the next person, because I know that we heard the saying that if a man cheats, it's because he's just doing it because of pleasure, and if a woman cheats, it has meaning behind it. But at this time, I do feel like a lot of us, male and female, have become more into themselves because they're afraid to be hurt and they don't want to come out and say it. So I feel like a lot of men use money as a front because they don't really know how to take in the girl who really cares for them, because she'll come out as lame, or she'll come out as a simp, or she'll come out as somebody that's less than what he expect, or not an Instagram baddie or whatever, because she is trying to show him about his inner self. He's not comfortable with his inner self, so he's gonna let me take you out this, let me buy you this, that, and the third. But then you'll turn right around and say all she wanted was money, but that's all you showed her. And then when it comes to the women, they're so used to being hurt at times that now is I'm not gonna go in with my feelings. I'm gonna go in with getting what I can get, because at least I know that I got something out of what I gave. So
That's
What is tricking?
what is tricking? The society version of tricking is basically having a good time, spending money, and just doing it for the fun. That's what I feel like society's tricking is. I don't think that's what my definition is, but that's what I feel like.
what is tricking to you?
Right.
Uh, I mean, I don't know.
Do you think tricking and simping the same thing?
They coincide. They coincide. They can coincide, if that makes sense. Like one, you got
The one is not too far from the other.
yeah,
So are
yeah.
they twin brothers or they first cousins?
Yeah. Because
Which one?
simping is more so like, you really you ain't, like, I don't say you ain't got no emotion, but you just you not what she wants, so she's not really feeling your vibration, whatever the case may be, and you really trying to you know you're not getting hurt. You sent 10 messages, she's not responding to your swag, whatever the case may be. But tricking, you got the money, you got at least some power or perceived power, so you can make some things happen. But like you said, you just get distracted by that. So it ain't doing you no good. Temporary pleasure.
So if you saying that you sent this girl 10 DMs and she didn't respond, but then the moment you say something about money, why just dead it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, but it's a lot of dudes that a lot of dudes they just don't have nothing but that, and you would have to work a lot harder to develop character and develop something within yourself than it would be to just throw your money out there.
I mean, true. If that's the case, if that's not the really what you want in your heart, you shouldn't be dating at all.
Yeah, but I mean, niggas, hating, not trying to get no what. Come on, it's not gonna happen. Even dudes with money be bums, and they gonna still.
That is true. That is so true.
The money is like it's become like a shortcut to negate all the work and the steps that you need to do to properly develop a relationship and then develop the trust. People don't. That's the trust. I feel like is what's lacking. Trust and communication, and it's harder to build trust than people realize.
Well said. I got money. Okay, you still lame.
Just a lame nigga with money.
That's it.
I mean, I guess to me, if you want to be in an open relationship, you might as well just continue dating, quote unquote. Because I'm the type of person that you can date multiple people at one time, as long as you're just open and honest with everybody that you're communicating with. You know, if you're having sexual relationships or anything like that, just communicate that because you gotta keep other people's health in mind. But if you want to talk to multiple people, you want to hang out with multiple people, you want to field your choice of see what's out there, you might as well just date. You know what I'm saying? But to be in a lock, I feel like as you get older, the older you get, you're more inclined, you're more better equipped to be on a one-on-one lockdown single type of relationship. But as you're growing up, I feel like you just don't know yourself enough to be like, ah, yeah, this is my person for forever. I mean, people find their sweethearts all like that, but yeah.
Why do you think that is that as you get older, you're typically more inclined to?
You just know what you want. You know what you're willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate. You have more of a vision of what you want your life to be like X amount of the years down the road, so you're better equipped to communicating that to a partner that might have the same goals, be aligned with you and all like that.
I'm not a fan of open relationships. I kind of agree with you though. Like younger, baby, if you in your early 20s, you should not be thinking about marrying nobody. No shade. Like unless it's really on your heart to do, then that's different. But I mean, but we don't know. Everybody path is different. But I'm just saying, like, explore because again, who you are at 21 is not who you're going to be at 28. Who you are at 20 is not who you're going to be at 35. So I just feel like I'm team monogamy because I can't say that we've all have been to a point where we had some fun. You know what I'm saying? But it's like one thing that Cam did say is like it's a lot of older men that I'm noticing now who is doing the whole poly open relationship thing, and to me, I don't think that's cool. It's low key like distasteful to me because it's either something that's within inside of you that you're not happy with, that you feel like you need to have multiple women, or you just feel like you want to feel like it's an ego stroke to me. Because if you're grown and you're doing all of this, like what is the purpose of that? Like, yes, it is. First of all, you like you said, it's body fluids being shared. Not even just that, it's a whole thing such as soul ties. Now you over here wearing what this person got going on and what the
Right.
other person got going on, that's just too much. And at the end of the day, what are you teaching your children? So you're teaching your kids coming up that it's okay for my mom to be dating a man who has another girl. Like we're making it okay when that's not okay. And I don't know, I just feel like the real flex is when you can find a person that you can make it to old age with, knowing that y'all have grown together and accomplished so many different things. Like bringing somebody else in just show that you're not satisfied. But that's just my opinion.
I personally agree with that. I'm definitely myself team monogamy, but I can see what you mean, what you're saying. Like, I guess it really depends on the person. If they have that communication, if that's what they want and they're okay with it, because I've seen people close to me that engage in that kind of activity, and for them, I guess it works. Whatever the case would be, they're not angry. You know, they talk about it like even sometimes in person. They may pull up and see this person engaging with somebody else, and they can't really get mad because it's already been established. But me personally, I don't see a need. This gets too messy. You got to remember which one is
Right.
this person who likes this, or this person's vegetarian. This person wants to go out on this day. This person's like it's just too much to mix. Like
Yeah.
I don't have time for that.
So what
I'd
would
rather
you
put my
do?
energy to
Right, but
person.
what would you do if you fussing with one person and end up calling them the other person's name?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's OD.
And it's like it's also making it that you can't be accountable because as soon as somebody piss you off, well, I'm going to such and such house.
Mhm.
No,
Just out
stay
of
over there.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's me. Stay over there.
Would you date somebody in an open relationship
I
or?
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Okay.
date anybody. Dating multiple people is just too much.
It is.
Like, I'm team monogamy. I'm a one person.
Mhm.
See,
Man,
I just like to play devil advocate with a lot of things. Can't you date multiple people? Not saying you personally, but like, why is that such a bad stigma? Like, why does that look frowned upon? Like, I
I
have.
don't want to. Okay, well, if we're dating, we may. I don't want to be. We're grown. We might be. I don't want to date multiple people. I don't want to be sexual with multiple people.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
You don't
I
have
don't
to
know.
be
That's
sexual
just me.
with multiple people, then.
Huh?
So you don't have to be sexual with
But
multiple
we're,
people. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to date one person because I know me. I know what I like.
Right.
Cause like I tell people all the time, it's some people out in this world, like if you have a great first date, like they're ready to lock in right then and there, just stand there. Like I said, I don't know you from a can of paint after 1 date, 2 days, 3 dates. Like I'm not gonna change my life. I'm not gonna drop, I guess, people I'm previously talking to or people I'm talking to now just because we had an amazing first time. Like if we talking for X amount of time, we communicate, hey, I really fucking with you, I'm fucking with you, so now let's be exclusive. Then we can start having that conversation. But until then, I'm not about to change my life around just because.
Cam, you a play on the low.
I want. It's not even a player.
That's my
Like,
question though.
no,
You a
not
play
at
on the low,
all. Not
Cam.
at all. Not at all. Because I don't have the time and energy to do all that. But
It's
just it's I'm not frowned upon it. Like if I ask Shorty out on Monday, I'm not afraid to ask another Shorty out on Tuesday. I'm free Saturday. I'm free Sunday. So now I got 2 days to go hang out with my
How
shorty.
does that other girl feel?
That's what you just gotta communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, hey,
I'm
hey, I think you're cool people. I'm trying to get to know you. Just at third, but I just want to let you know that I am dating other people at this time, et cetera, et cetera. If at one point in time you don't feel comfortable with that, just let me know. If people progress and you want to be exclusive, just communicate that with me and then we can have that conversation. But until then, I just want to let you know that I'm just not spending my time with you.
I can rock with that because give me the option.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you don't have to be sleeping with all of these
Yeah.
people either.
And
Some
that's key.
people are just good. Like when we talking about that, I'm thinking it's about intimacy. Like sleeping with multiple people, no. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like
see,
conversing, that's cool because some people may be different. After a while, you'll really realize who you know are privy to being with more than the other. But the whole hunting thing, no. One.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
'cause I
try
don't
to-
like to wear condoms.
Oh.
I ain't trying to be. Let me stop.
Yeah.
I had to spice it up a bit. I understand. I like it raw, so I ain't about to be. You ain't getting me.
That's it. You ain't coming to everybody's house with your shoes off now. Listen, I'm screaming.
So this question, it was I thought it. So you do not have a child, correct?
No, I don't.
You have a daughter.
I do.
You have no kids. You have no kids though. The other man that I was gonna have was also had two children. So the question I was gonna ask was dating someone with a child or dating with children.
Ooh.
It's a good question.
Thoughts and experiences with that.
Mm.
We'll start with Momo.
I'm actually new to this. Like, I've been with my child's father since, well, we're not together anymore, but since I was like, 15. Uh, and I'm dating now, but I'm like, when is it appropriate to like mix bring my baby around him? I've been dating him for a while now, but it's like, I'm kind of weird about it. But honestly, he's asked to meet her and stuff. I think it's me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. She's like, she don't know any other guy but her dad. But if I'm gonna be dating him, I just think it's me. I don't think it's a problem, but I don't know.
How long have you been dating?
Going on 2 years, almost 2 years.
And what was the other question I was gonna do?
Almost 2 years.
2 years.
But I don't feel like that's
I
wrong.
mean, he came to church and he's seen her, but it's never like.
I got you. Like, hey, this is this the man. You never introduced your daughter to me.
No.
It's like, this is who I'm dating now, type of thing. I get that.
I think that's cool. I feel like that's how it should be though.
I would prefer that over it being too soon.
Right.
Like for sure. Like
Mhm.
obviously he went ready, so that's a
Yeah.
whole other thing. But yeah,
I just think it's me.
Which
I'm
one?
working on it. Y'all just want to meet people kids?
I mean,
I put a time on it. I wouldn't put a time.
so personally, I don't want to date
'Cause I make
somebody
kids
with
too,
kids.
You wouldn't?
All right, so personally, I'm about to expose myself, but I wouldn't date somebody with kids, not seriously, but
How old are you?
How about to ask the same thing?
28.
Most people have kids.
I mean, see, I hate when people say that
They
because
do.
most people do have kids, but there's a lot of people out here that don't have kids at the end of the day. But just me personally, I'm still at the stage where, like, I've been in some type of form of relationship since I was 18. So like, I'm at the stage where like, if I want to go somewhere sporadically or something like that, and I have a partner at this time, I want to be like, hey, let's go to Morocco, let's go to DC, let's go somewhere this, that, and the third. And not saying a kid stops that and all like that, but
We just got back
it
from
just
St. Thomas.
it's just certain
Period.
it's just certain it's just certain things that a stereotype in my head that can't be done. And I don't know, the biggest thing is I want my first to be there first so we can go through it together, et cetera, et cetera. It's just certain things in the fairy tale I'm telling in my head that can still happen. So that's what I'm telling myself. Like,
For sure.
I have dated somebody with kids. I mean, I don't want to say a bad experience, but it's just like, can I do this again? You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Kind of feel you on that, Cam, because I don't have kids either, and I'm older than you. But my whole thing is, for me, where I'm at in my age, I already know that most of the people that are my age will have children, if not at least one. You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is to meet other people that's either close in age to who I am or right at my age who don't. It's like, okay, that's lit. You know what I'm saying? So I do want that experience well, that my first is their person's first as well. But I'm also realistic that it may not be that. I feel like what my thing has come in is that I have dated a couple of people with children, and all of it wasn't bad, but sometimes I feel like it's kind of like hurtful because once you bring a bond, you create a bond with these children, and it doesn't work out with the father. You know what I'm saying? You dating the father, it's like, dang, now I can't even be around the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because if this man moves on, it's like, dang, I can't even go see my little buddy because that person's gonna feel away. Why is your ex still around the children and all of that? So it's kind of like, for me as a person who doesn't, it's like, dang, like it's that reoccurring thing of me feeling like a child is being taken away type thing. So it's kind of like, I just want to be able to, like I said, find someone that like it is good like that. Like, yeah.
That's happened to me on like 2 occasions, which now I probably lean towards not dating with kids. There's no offense to people with kids or something like that, but for the most part, if you have kids, I'm not really looking your way, just because of that reason. I don't want to have that taken away from me because I've been close to 2 children before.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Even my family, so it just makes it
That
an
too.
extra dynamic you don't want to really cross.
And hold on. Some of these, then on top of that, I just kind of feel like I'm with Cam because on certain parts, like that baby mama, baby daddy dynamic, hey, this will get you two-piece for real because some people just didn't work out because of certain circumstances, and other people they got this whole love-hate thing going on. And I'm one of those people. If the child is under 5, the relationship is still alive. You know what I'm saying? If the child is close to 2, they making it do what it do. That's just me. And the only not everybody, but that's just but that's how I think because the people that I've come into, it's kind of been like that, and not necessarily intimacy, but the baby mama still got a lot to say, and sometimes the baby father has a lot to say in the well-being of certain things that shouldn't really be there if y'all have decided to date separately. You get what I'm saying? So that is just me. I can't speak for everybody, but some people they be lying saying one thing they'll be with you saying, I want to be with you, you give me something new. Then the whole time, 2 days later, they're going back to their baby mama. I want my family back. No.
Exactly.
Get your family, fam. Stay away from me. I ain't got time for that because
Get your family, fam.
Facts.
when is the right time to introduce your kid to somebody? Because like that is a dynamic that has to be addressed, and that is a dynamic that I wouldn't say changes things or anything like that. But y'all can go and hang out, have all this fun, this, that, and the third. But at some point, it's like, all right, I'm tired of getting babysit. I'm tired of getting this, that, and the third. I'm tired of, I wouldn't say being a secret, but come over and meet my little nigga. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point is that okay? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you would know though, like something in you would be like, all right, but you got the whole exclusivity thing. Like, are we exclusive enough to do it? Or you kids could just do play days. How you? This is just my homeboy. He got a daughter. Y'all the same age.
Well, my baby's 3. His baby's 9.
Oh yeah.
The guys to give girls dating advice, and I want the girls to give guys dating.
I like that.
Drink it all, then go ahead.
Cam going through it over there.
I don't know. I guess my advice would be just show interest. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to text first, I guess, quote unquote, or ask the person out. Or yeah, if you want to do something, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I'm about to go XYZ. Don't just wait for the guy to initiate everything. I mean, you know, some things should be initiated by the guy, but just don't be afraid to shoot your shot. There you go at the end of the day, because I like when people approach me. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I would say just if you're really seeing potential with somebody and y'all been dating for a while, just be patient with that person. Don't have a blind eye and allow things that's red flags and shit like that. But be patient with that person and allow them the space to grow alongside you and and build that trust. Don't be so quick to cut people off.
Say that again in the mic.
Don't be so quick because we will cut people off. I feel like in this culture with with the social media, it's so many options and so many things. We're quick to cut people off instead of I feel like our parents and our ancestors, they were more willing to build and continue to grow and work through the differences instead of just trashing the whole thing. So be patient with the person, but in all respect, make sure you respect yourself as well in the process, but be patient.
Ladies, what you got for the fellas?
Go first.
I feel get to know the person that you're dating. Don't come in with a perceived notion of who they are from the gate. Some people don't always judge a book by its cover, basically. I feel that do the work in yourself to know what type of person you want to date. Don't just go with what you feel society wants you to do. Go for what is good for you. That's all. Have fun. Don't be so serious with everything. But also keep yourself accountable.
My advice would be date them all. I'm just playing.
Nah, for real though. Nah, for real. Nah, for real.
He's a player on the line.
I did.
Yes, he is.
Real talk.